This is how my physique used to look like at 170 pounds, and after just 4 weeks of locking in, I was able to transform my body into looking like this at 154 pounds, losing 16 pounds in 4 weeks. And we're about to talk about the 5 tips, advice, and methods that I followed to lose the weight and transform my body. Tip number 1 would have to be just stay as active as you possibly can. Like for me personally, when I wanted to start losing weight and I started my cut, I gave myself a goal of hitting 10,000 steps every day. And don't get me wrong, there's some days when you're just super busy, you have work and you have no energy. It's a big one. But the most important thing is just trying to prioritize it and give all your effort. Like in my situation, when I go out to school, I get 2 breaks, and during those breaks, I don't doom scroll on my phone or eat food or something. I actually go for a walk doing my little loop, and I hit 3,000 steps in that loop. And during the 2 breaks, I get 6,000. That's legit half that I need for the entire day. And it doesn't have to be walking if you don't enjoy walking. You can play basketball, you can play football, golf, legit whatever you want, but just trying your best to stay active and just losing those extra calories and working your cardiovascular system and all that stuff. It all comes into play into losing the fat and the weight that you want. Like even for me, the days that I'm really low on my steps and I'm with my friends, we just go for a walk with like a nice view or something. I go for a hike. I play basketball. I play football. I just try my best to stay active as well as having fun, because I don't enjoy just going for a walk and listening to music. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm disciplined enough to still do it, but there's definitely other ways to enjoy it more, and just find those ways that you enjoy doing that cardio and staying active, and just keep on doing that and stay disciplined. And after some time, you're gonna see progress, and it's just gonna motivate you more and more and more, and you're gonna keep on wanting to do it more. It's gonna be easier. It's gonna be good. Now, tip number 2 is gonna be eating clean. This one is very, very important if you're trying to lose weight. And by the way, these tips aren't in order from most important to least important. It's kind of just, they're all important to lose weight from what my experience has been. But with my experience with eating clean, when I first started doing my cut, it was quite hard, especially cutting out cereal. That's my one weakness. I love cereal. But if you're used to just eating chips, fried chicken, a bunch of oily, saturated fats, trans fat, all that stuff, it's very addictive stuff, and sugar especially. It's very hard, but there are still ways to enjoy what you are eating with still low calorie, high protein. What I've been eating is Greek yogurt, which tastes disgusting by itself, I'm not gonna lie, but you add some honey into it, some cinnamon, some frozen berries, even protein powder that's like low in calories and high in protein. It's gonna help a lot. If you guys do want to see some recipes, let me know. I can tell you guys what I've been eating to lose the weight as well, but I'll just do a little summary of what I eat. It's basically just fruits, Greek yogurt, major thing, 0 fat, 19 grams of protein, super good, chicken, vegetables, and that's basically it, you know. I basically eat this exact same thing every day. I am enjoying it, and I've seen some good progress from my diet. There's ways and methods to make the healthy food actually taste good with seasonings and extras additives that are still healthy. Like for me with eating clean, at the start it was hard, but after some time you get used to it and you start learning more. Like for me, when I start going grocery shopping, I really look at the ratio of the calories and protein. I like to see a 10 calorie to 1 gram of protein ratio. So if it's like 200 calories, it should have 20 grams of protein, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to find those things. When you do find them, just stick to them. Also, by the way, don't beat yourself over about your diet. You can have some cheat days here and there. Personally, for me, I don't have cheat days, but I do know it's very healthy to have them. Just one day a week isn't gonna kill your weight loss or anything like that. Personally, for me, I don't. I'm very, very disciplined with my diet, and I actually do very much enjoy my diet as well. When you're starting to watch what you eat, you start to learn stuff. Like for me personally, I didn't know that protein takes longer to digest in your stomach. That's why I started looking into just low calorie, high protein, because it's gonna be less calories, which is the main thing to lose weight. You want to be a calorie deficit, and high protein, which is gonna take longer to digest in your stomach and feel full more often. The one really, really hard thing is the temptations, and that's gonna lead us into the next tip, which will help with the temptations a lot. Now, tip number 3, this one's gonna help a lot with food temptations, and really helped me with like late night cravings, is just chugging water and drinking a lot of water. When you chug like 3 or 4 cups of water, you legit get so full. Like for me personally, before a meal, I have a cup of water. After my meal, I have a cup of water. If I'm having cravings while I'm in bed watching TV or anything, I'll have a cup of water. As long as it's just healthy for you as well. And also, if you're going to the gym and all that stuff, having water in your system is good for your muscles because your muscles are mostly water. So it's gonna be really good as well for just your gains as well. Super important, just drink your water. Now, tip number 4 is when you are in the gym, really push yourself. Like really push yourself to the limits of like you're feeling you're explode. I started really taking my whole gym progress type stuff really serious the past couple months now. Like for me, every set goes to a failure, and on my last set I do a drop set, so I lower the weight and I just keep on going until I can't no more, and even do partial reps as well, or get a friend to help you with the weight. It's super important. Get used to doing progressive overloads to get used to the heavier weights, and when you have more muscle mass on your body, it helps you with also losing calories, and you'll have a higher calorie intake as well, which all comes into play into losing the fat that you don't want anymore. Basically, just work really hard. You want to feel uncomfortable when you're working out. Now we're on the last and final tip. Tip number 5 is try to aim to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. This one, I'm not gonna lie, is probably one of the hardest ones for me, especially with school when I have to wake up early, and I just like to watch YouTube while I'm going to sleep, and it keeps me up and all that stuff. But it's super important for muscle recovery, fat loss, just getting your hormones all ready as well, and just not feeling tired when you wake up. It's gonna all come into play. Like if you're tired, you won't be able to get your steps in. If you're tired, you might slip up on eating clean. All this stuff comes into play. It's all kind of a snowball effect if you don't get your sleep. And if you are trying to make gains as well as losing fat, like what I have done, I've made a lot of muscle gain as well as losing fat, which is quite hard to do. Sleep is a very important thing, and I actually need to go to sleep soon. It's 12:14 in the morning. I gotta be up at 7, so that'll be 7 hours right there. I'm actually gonna add one more tip. Tip number 6 is gonna be staying patient and disciplined. I'm not gonna lie, this one might be one of the most important ones, because if you are not disciplined enough to get your steps in, eat clean, drink your water, working hard in the gym and getting your sleep, and you just quit midway through, you're not gonna make any progress. It's gonna be like doing all this hard work for 2 weeks and just flushing it all down the toilet. I'm not gonna lie. You're not gonna make any progress if you just quit. You have to be disciplined enough and patient enough. Both come into play. Very important to losing the weight. It's gonna take time. Like for example, you could be eating clean, you could be going for your steps, you could be drinking your water, you can get your sleep. If you're not working hard enough in the gym, and you're not going to a failure where your muscles feel like they're burning and they're gonna explode, you are not going to make big obvious gains, or not as good as you possibly could. And all this stuff takes time. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see a lot of progress until really my last 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks, I didn't see much progress. I started seeing my abs, and I started seeing my obliques, and I started seeing veins and striations. Legit on my last week, when I started to really lock in, get my steps in, went for a hike, all this stuff, get my water, worked hard, really hard in the gym, all of this stuff. If I just quit 2 weeks in, I would have still been at 165 pounds or something. I made so much more progress because I stayed disciplined and patient. It took me a whole month to get to where I am now. I'm so grateful that I didn't quit and I stayed disciplined and patient. As I said, that is gonna be it for the video. There is 6 tips, I guess, to lose the fat and gain muscle. I haven't made a long form type of video in a long time, so if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, go follow my TikTok and my Instagram. It's just Sasha Villaa for TikTok, and then sashavilla.lifts on Instagram. I'm posting on there a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good night and good luck with your weight loss. Message me if you guys need any more clarification on all that stuff. Feel free to DM me, and yeah, see ya.